Yo. It's another episode, man, of Hustle Off the Ground, man.
Nigga.
What music playing?
Oh, shit.
I mean, it wasn't. I turned it off because he was talking, but we good.
Oh,
We gonna keep rolling.
All right, man. I forgot about the whole, you know what I'm saying? But that's my fault because it's been a minute, man. It's been like 2 episodes for your boy. But yeah, it's your boy Quincy, man. We got my boy Vic here.
Yes, sir. HD in the building. Y'all know Mr. Hustle OTG.
D back.
E back.
I'm back. I said I'm back, nigga.
Oh, I thought you were saying.
I'm about to say, who the hell? That's the one.
Let's meet there. You know what I'm saying? Back.
Then you got your boy Mar.
What made you say D back though?
I'm back, nigga. I wasn't here last episode.
D back. Okay.
Like I'm back, nigga. What
You trying, man?
Oh.
All right.
Hey, bro.
Y'all was a little. I ain't gonna talk there.
Look.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Look, bro. Don't let these dogs. This ain't that.
You heard the fuck is you talking about?
I'm surprised Lamar ain't say that shit.
Nah, I ain't gonna.
Ooh.
Before we officially bring in our guest, man, we got an announcement to make to y'all, man. So Hustle OTG is now on Patreon. So we need y'all to follow us on Patreon. Link is in our Instagram bio. If y'all follow us on Instagram, which is hustle_off-the-ground, y'all will be able to click on that, figure that out, and donate. All right? And then you will also get exclusive merch. You guys will get updates. You guys get exclusive episodes. Like, you guys really get the full package.
Just for y'all, man.
It's
really for sure.
episodes. Crazy. That's a fact. So
Crazy that y'all would, I'm telling y'all, is worth y'all waiting for, paying for, however y'all want to say. But we really appreciate y'all listeners, man. Anybody that will donate, anybody that will give to us, man, like, we do this for y'all. So we really appreciate that.
We definitely got some great episodes in the chamber, though.
Oh, yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, that's gonna be sweet for y'all for sure. But today we got a very special guest, man. Not only is it my brother, man, but it's just somebody that's gonna give y'all a great game. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's somebody that, you know what I'm saying, always working, got businesses on top of business on top of business on top of businesses. You know what I'm saying? You got one and only, you know what I'm saying, Victor, man. Come on, man. So yeah, man, just tell us a little about yourself, man. Like, who are you?
Man, my name is Victor Mccord. I'm a 22-year-old business owner, entrepreneur. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. Went to Brush, Tri-C Community College, The Ohio State.
The.
Yeah, that's not the, right? Let me see. What else? I own a 6-figure flooring company. We do carpet, vinyl, tile. And also, me and my bro actually started a trading company last year. So we teach people how to buy and sell stocks and teach them about the crypto and the stock market.
For sure, man. That's what's up, bro. Like, that's just kind of crazy how you got so much stuff going on to only be 22 years old. And it's crazy because you didn't just start the carpet company, right?
Oh,
you started
22.
Yeah.
22.
Oh, shit, I thought she was 23.
So it's
Ain't
like
it's a
in
difference.
February, yeah,
Ain't like it's a difference, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's
what's
just like, this is not something you just started. It's something you've been doing for some time, though. So, like, how did you get, like, what age and, like, how did you get into the company that you have now that's so successful?
So growing up, like, all my family members are, like, always been entrepreneurs. So I grew up seeing people, like, go to work for themselves, but I tried out the actual workforce or the work field, whatever. I got a job at Allstate at, like, 19. They were paying great money to be 19. I was making, like, $16, $17 an hour. There's people that don't make that now. Mm-hmm. And I was going there, and, you know me, I like to work hard. I like to be the first one there, last person to leave. So, but, you know, when you get a set pay, no matter how hard you work, it really don't make sense, you know. If you're there 60 hours, 40 hours, you're still gonna make that same 16 hours, so it ain't really make no sense. But one day I was there, like, right after my birthday in February, and, you know, in Cleveland, it gets dark and gloomy here in the winter, and this dude called me. I helped write insurance policies for, like, houses, homes, and boats and stuff. So this dude called me, popped up with, like, a Californian area code. He picked up the phone, he's like, yeah, how's it going? Like, this Victor with ASIC. And he was like, yeah, man, how's it going? He was super polite. And I'm like, what can I help you with? He's like, man, my insurance went up $160 a month. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm like, okay, cool, a little small talk. I'm like, how's the weather here? Because I knew where he was from, because I had his area code and everything. He's like, it's nice, man, beautiful palm trees, all that. So I get his policy quote. My bad, bro.
No, you good.
So I get his policy number, and I get it pulled up, and I'm kind of new. I'm like 3 months in or whatever. So I put him on a brief hold, and I'm looking. The first thing that pops up in a big red box, like brand new Tesla. So I don't want to be the new dude to come back and say something stupid, like, hey, bro, you get a new Tesla. That's why your insurance went up. So I check, I don't see anything. So I come back, take my hold. I'm like, hey, bro, did you happen to get a Tesla? He's like, yeah, Victor, I got this brand new. This is 20 years. This is like 3 years ago. So when Teslas are still kind of new and pricier. He's like, yeah, I got this brand new candy red Tesla with the cheetah insides, man. It drives itself. Got autopilot. I'm like, oh, man, that's raw. That's what's up. I'm like, congrats to you, bro. But I'm like, that's why your insurance went up. Bro started spazzing on me. He like, man, you gonna do this to me, blah, blah, blah. Started calling all type of names. He said, I've been with y'all 3 renewals, which is really just like a year and some change.
Wait, was he beautiful or was he wonderful?
Which, no, he was. He's getting on my nerves.
Like, was he beautiful or was he wonderful?
What you mean, bro?
Black or white?
Oh, I got you, bro. Shit, I don't know.
People not gonna just know that shit, bro. I don't know why you be trying to act for that shit like people know.
Hey, I swear to God, bro, when I was at work one day, a dude told me I was telling
But when you told me that, I was like, I've never
I
heard
caught on
that.
instantly,
bro.
A customer told me that, and I caught on instantly. Like, was she beautiful or was she wonderful? I was
I'm
like,
guessing he was just wonderful. I guess, but the shit, I really don't know. I just had his policy number in his name. But shit, so he started spazzing on me. And I'm like, bro, we just looking for have this cool interaction. Now I'm cussing me out. And I actually see the car right here. And I'm like, it's like a $60,000 car. I start doing the math, and I'm like, this car worth more than I'm making 2-3 years here. And you cussing me out about $160 a month. And I'm like, no, bro. My manager happened to be walking by. I'm like, hey, holla at you. So over, I got a dude on the phone. I just hang up on him, dude. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and quit now, though, bro. He like, damn, really?
oh, so you just up and
Yeah.
walk.
I'm gonna just go ahead and
I'm gonna go ahead and leave now, bro. He like, damn, for real, Vic. I'm like, you work so hard, and He like, you want to stay until the end of the day? Thought about it. I said, I'm gonna take my paid
want that
lunch
shit
break.
out of you.
Cause they paid me to go to lunch. I'm gonna take the paid lunch break, and then I'm gonna leave. So I ate lunch, and I just hopped in my car and left. After that, I started looking into the flooring industry and all that. 'Cause like my family's been doing it, and I knew people that do like roofs and walls and all that paint and all that stuff. So I looked into it, and I was like, shit, let me give it a try. You know, it works for them, so let me see what happens. And then I went like 3 months without making any money. And I didn't work since I was like 16. I always had a job. Always
had
make my
money.
own money.
Right.
And I went from 16 for like 3 months not making. I had a car and all that. So I'm like, dang, I got car insurance and stuff to pay. And I'm like, and I could ask my parents for it, but I'm like, I knew it's been not supporting myself, but I didn't have my own money since 16. So I'm like, man, I ain't make no money. And then I told some of my friends about it, like Q and my one friend, shout out to Alex Naaman. He definitely helped me out like with my business a lot.
Okay.
He's big into like computers and tech and stuff like that. But one day we were going to Lifetime, not making no money. And I'm like, man, maybe if I get a website, I had a little money. So like, maybe if I build a website. So I paid one of our other friends to build me a website. I sat with him, we built it. To me, I don't know shit about computers. I didn't at the time, so I thought it was cool. I showed Alex, he picked me up, we getting ready to go work out and stuff. I was showing him, yeah, bro, I'm trying to take the floor and stuff serious, man. It's my website. He look at it, he drive, he like, bro, this is trash. And I just paid for this website, and I'm like, bro.
So was you pissed?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the passenger seat like, hate that nigga, I don't know what to talk to. I'm like, man, this ain't trash. But he showed, he like, bro, I can do a better job. You know how people always like, I can do something better.
Oh, man, bro, people like that, bro, have always made me.
Man, he said, I'm over here. I just paid, bro. This is my last little money I do got. He told me he could do a better job. I'm like, man, let's just go work out, bro. Mm-hmm. So he hit me up like a week later, and he sent me this, was a URL, or like the code. He actually went and built me a new website, www.victorscarpetandfloor from scratch, like himself. Like, I ain't paying a single dime, just did it off like the kindness of his heart. Bro, it was awesome. Like, I looked at it, and I can show you the before website, bro. Compared, like, it was like, I always keep that over.
I ain't gonna lie, we wanted to work together initially because based off of, I can do so much better.
But he did
You might have thought he was hating.
Yeah, bro.
But what if you really just didn't like it though? Like, what if you didn't like it, but
I
he said it was
don't
trash?
The way Victor explained the story, bro, I don't like the way he came.
Oh, that was the first one.
So this is the
I ain't
first
gonna lie,
website, bro. I thought it was straight, at the time. Let me see if I can get another one pulled up. But no, he did. He said it was like, this is trash. And I was like, all right. And then he built this one. And he did it like, I didn't even know he was doing it. He didn't tell me he was gonna do it. Like, I could do it. And I'm like, all right, let's go. We went, worked out, went on with our day. Like a week go by, he sent me the code to this one. And I'm like, oh, bro, really build me a website. I'm like, shit,
still.
like, really believe it? I'm like, okay, cool.
Still.
It rubbed you the wrong way.
Yeah, they rubbed me the wrong way for sure.
No, yeah, that's crazy.
So no, he built the website, and then I started getting a little bit of traction. The only people that would let me in the house, because I'm at the time like, 19.
People
I
call
don't
me.
really even know too much about Florida. I'm just faking it until I make it. Only people that let me in is like people that had houses in like EC, like the black hole, like, you know, houses that was falling down. Like man, they need to do a lot more than carpet. But I'm like, all right, cool.
PSA, do not call me. Hey, PSA, do not call me when I'm recording. Y'all know when I'm recording. I will get you blocked.
Oh, he stamped that.
Yeah, I'll get you blocked. Wednesdays at 6. I am temporarily unavailable for at least the next 2 hours. Don't hit me up, I'll hit you up.
No, so we started getting little jobs, you know, $100 jobs, little this, little that. And while the time was going, I wasn't getting too many jobs. I would get a job a week, or maybe not even a job every 2 weeks. But I was going to our warehouse, and I was just learning everything there is to know about Florida. Like, I'd be there, I'd get dressed like I am now, and I'd just go sit. Well, not like this, but I'd get dressed up, and I'd just go sit at the warehouse and take down notes and, like, learn about the materials, learn about the different stuff, learn about the vendors, learn about what's better for water, what's better for dogs, what's better for this, what's better for that. And then that way, when the time did come and I did start getting the jobs, I had answers. People were like, I got a 2-year-old kid, what's after this? Okay, what if he spills something? Then that way I had the answer. So eventually, phone started ringing.
Teaching yourself.
Man, yeah, I was teaching myself, but I just went there because it was constantly like people that did was in the same industry as me. And they actually did the work, so they knew the stuff. But like, I only sell materials. I don't actually do any actual labor myself. So
Have you always like developed a passion for Florida, or was it just more so like, all right, like this is a huge opportunity for me to make a lot of money?
man, so really, I left my job and I was like, man, because I don't like somebody telling me where I got to be, when I got to be there, how I got to do something. I'm gonna get it done. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I am. I'm gonna
Y'all
get it done.
both went the same way.
Yeah, I don't need you.
Yeah, more so
Without
like,
that,
watch out.
though.
Yeah, I don't need you to micromanage me. I don't need all that. So I left, and like only the first opportunity was offered to me was Florida. My parents were in it. Like I know my family did stuff like that. I'm like, let me just go try it. You know, it's a need-based business, so it's always been around. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's it's like something that'll never go out of style. It's
Yeah.
something that you never have to worry about
Never
just
thought about
dying in the industry.
Like
Like when are
everything.
people gonna not need? When are you gonna not need flooring, dude?
yeah, like every
You know what I'm
building
saying?
you're going to, got
Yeah.
a floor and a roof. So you know what I mean?
Shoot, homes. A lot of homes need flooring. It's like that's something that's never going out of style. That's a wonderful business to have, side hustle to have, whatever you want to call it. It's wonderful to have.
Yeah, so it started off as like a side hustle. I was like I told you, I wasn't even making that much money. And then I started just keep learning. And I got jobs more regularly, like weekly. And I went, and this guy they hired at the warehouse I go to, I get all my materials from. He walked in, I'm a young 19-year-old, like I guess still a kid compared to him. And they had just hired me, a super knowledgeable dude, and I just kind of asked him everything because he loved to talk. And I got 2 years, I'm gonna listen. And he just told me everything he could about flooring. And then one day he was like, yeah, hey, well, how much is like the average job you close? And at the time I'm like, I don't know, a couple hundred to 1,000 at the max. He like, man, I'm gonna tell you a trick. And he was like, if you change how you dress, your jobs will go up, like the amount of revenue you bring in.
Damn, how was you dressing? You wasn't dressing like how you
Oh, bro, man, you
going
was
to
good.
that
You was with me, bro. Like,
We going
wear
up in
jumpsuits.
sweats.
I'm in Nike
was
tank
wearing
suits, bro.
All right,
But you think about it though, bro. You think about it, like you going to somebody's house, like you in there, bro. You in there for 2 seconds. Like you in there for like at the most 5 minutes, bro. You in there measuring,
Maybe 10.
show them some stuff. You like this? Okay. Here's your
Presentation
quote.
is everything, bro. I'm telling you,
Boom.
presentations.
Right.
I am part right now, and I'm in the job suit, but I'm saying, look, bro, like if I'm ever going to somebody's house for the first time and I'm doing a job for them, bro, you don't get a second chance at a first impression.
No, you definitely
Yeah,
right about
that's
that.
true though.
But shit, I'm teaching myself how to.
Yeah, for sure. At the time, you young.
I'm 19. I'm like,
right.
once I work for myself,
You're not really, yeah.
He told me that, and I'm thinking, I'm like, man, you ain't about to tell me how to dress. And I left out. I sat in my car and I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, let me just give it a try. So I went out to Aurora Farm the next day, went and bought some clean clothes. Literally, that next week, jobs went from being like $300 to $1,000 to like $2,000-$3,000, and I was like, oh shit, I ain't never going back. I don't care where I'm going. I'm dressed like this now. Like, I don't care. You never know who you're gonna run into, and then if you look a certain way, it's like, man, it just make everything go so much smoother. Cause like actually after that, he told me to change how I dressed. I ended up going to like a $5 million estate, like biggest house I ever been to. Dude walked in, he looked like money. Like he was just, like walking on air, house so big. Like I'm like, man, it's a beautiful home, man. What you do? Like, yeah, actually, Victor, it's not a home. This is an estate.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, bro. I was like,
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't like that though. It's a house. I'm like, it's a house. Because it's in the States.
Yeah, but don't try to check me. I'm like, you know what?
Like, who is you though? Like,
I'm gonna escort my ass up out of here, bro.
He like,
Don't
yes,
ever
yes.
come at me, bro. Ever come
he
at me
just
like
checked you on the type of house he had.
It is.
Nigga, no wedding.
You said what?
That's why niggas ain't got no wedding. I just got too much pride.
Too much. I mean, no, I understand.
No,
bro.
I would still did my job. I would still did the job. I'm like, damn, all right.
Yeah, no,
But bro, like, bro, I'm just saying, like, don't ever just.
You still got a bed in that bitch.
Yeah,
Fuck.
then you get it disrespectful. Like,
You got a kitchen, a bathroom. It's a house.
Let me ask you a question. Has a nigga ever stepped on like one of your accomplishments and try to little brand you, a little boy, with the shit you doing? Oh, the little show you do.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, it's a podcast. Nigga, it's a production.
that's
little show.
I'm gonna give you. Okay, so look, I'm gonna tell you this.
Talk to me.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. It depends. I ain't gonna say it depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if your mother, would you say that to your mother?
I'm like, I have a podcast, mom.
But what if they don't know? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really know podcasts. Like they just know like
I mean, that's different.
little talk show.
It's a different basis, but I feel like what, especially like young black men, like we take opportunities to be teached as, oh, he insulted me. A lot of times, where it's just an opportunity to be taught.
Yeah, just to tell you what it is.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
got
the tone is
disrespectful.
For me, tone is everything.
Tone is everything. Tone is everything. But like Franklin said, you want me to go check a nigga because how a nigga talk?
Who said that?
Franklin.
Off of
Yeah.
It's like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen to what he's saying, actually. Like,
I built this shit
Yeah,
brick
no.
by brick.
My
What
mom
he
always
say?
told me like, man, don't throw the little word in front of people's accomplishments because it belittles them, man. You know, it's everything start off little or small.
Facts.
Yeah.
You know, this little that. I don't say it. You know, it's a podcast. You know, we doing our thing. We growing.
Yeah, okay, but a home little show, whatever versus podcast. Okay, I understand. But
home,
you talk about home
the
versus
state. Home, it's the same thing.
But it is a difference, man. I wasn't offended when he told me because he actually gave me some knowledge because I was like, cool. I plan on going to more estates and I plan on owning the state, so I want to know the difference. And when I do own it, I want you to call it. Yeah, that's
just
Mccord, the
so
state.
you gonna give them that same.
This y'all you got a nice house. I'm gonna come to your house and it's a nice
It's
house.
Mccord manner. You know what I
You
mean?
gonna kick him? Would you kick him out? Would you kick him
So-
out?
so you-
I'm explaining the difference. You know, like house got stairs. You know, the state got an elevator. Really, you know what I mean? So
it's different.
a little bit of a difference.
After you say that, I'm like, all right, Vic, you got a nice house, bro.
No, it's cool, man. But no, I was cool. I wasn't offended when he told me. I was like, okay, cool. He started explaining the difference. Like, yeah, a certain amount of square feet, making it stay. He had like a little wing for helper, but he had like 40 people just cutting the grass. I was like, okay, yeah. I ain't
Oh,
never been.
damn.
40.
Yeah, it was people, man. It was like
Damn,
40
tell
people
him
cutting the
we
grass.
apologize because definitely I should have
Yeah,
stayed.
bro. I was like, okay. I was,
Yeah, damn.
man, he had a pool, so
Maybe you should have started off with 48 because my brother.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
It was
40
like they was
people-
cutting
40
out
people cutting
sculptures
They
with
was-
the
I'm gonna show you the house that later on. 'Cause, like,
I think I seen it before.
yeah, bro. He had like a little place to land helicopter on. So I'm like, what you need a helicopter?
Oh,
for?
like Jordan Belfort.
Yeah, it was a big ass house.
I know you said you went to O State, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you was there at the same time as the business is getting big, right?
Yeah, so I was there as I was growing because I had transferred from I ain't transferred. I finished Tri-C, got my associates there, and then I transferred to OSU, got like some scholarships and all that cool stuff. And I was there, and I was going to class and managing my business. I'd be in the middle class, on the ring, run back out, run back in. Got like employees or staff, you know, doing jobs. They got to get paid. I'm in the middle class taking an exam. You know, I can't. Professor, got to answer this real quick. I promise you I ain't cheating. I just got to pay this dude. But no, it was definitely an experience.
So was that like weird knowing that like you make more money, you probably make more money than your teacher type of thing, and it was just like, why am I here? Or did you was like, all right, this is for a bigger purpose?
So man, I'm like big into learning. I don't care what it is. Like I want to, if it's some knowledge out there, I want to try to learn it, apply it, because everything can help you somehow. So I like to add it to my arsenal. So when I went to OSU, I'm looking at it like, oh, it's an experience. You know, it's one of the biggest schools, and I think it's like third, like most students and everything. So I went there. I'm like, man, it's an opportunity. You know, a lot of people don't get to go here. It's like a pretty good school, and I'm coming here, and they paying me to go here, so it was cool. And I'm going to class, and I'm learning, and I didn't even look at it like, because at the time I was making probably close to what my teachers make, and then like as it started growing, cause I just kept working. Then I probably started like surpassing my teachers. And one day I was in class with a teacher I got real close to, sociology professor, super cool lady. And I just go in there and just kick it with her and just, chop it up, bring lunch, chill. And cause she was super laid back. She like, hey, you ever notice like, you make more than me? I was like, huh? It's like, yeah, I got a whole.
You actually had a teacher tell you that?
Yeah, bro. I was in her office. She got a pile of work. She grading 100,000 exams.
She was probably like, I'm in the wrong.
I'm chilling, eating chicken tenders and stuff. She grading exams. So I was like, yeah, you make more than me. And I was like, huh? Well, you got a whole master's, PhD, all that. And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I just went back and I started thinking, I'm like, damn, I made more than her. She done been in school. She done been in college.
I'd have just asked for a different professor at that point, bro. Like, oh, you're not even confident. Like, damn, you're making more than me. But bitch, why is you worried about that? Teach me.
I was happy she told me that though, because I was like, man, a lot of people go to school and they get these degrees and they leave with more debt than they ever could make. And I was like, this don't really make sense.
That's facts. That's facts. One thing, as far as a topic that I wanted to talk about, and it's great, because it seems like you learned a lot. It seemed like you learned a lot for sure. Like, dude, just off of the experiences that you had and things like that. So one of the topics that we had came up with it a couple days ago was it's a current event situation. It's a current event situation. So basically, well, you know these rappers and stuff like that, man. Lil Wayne sold his masters for $100 million, right? Okay. Between, what was it, him, Drake, and Nicki?
Yeah, some of that. What he owned out of what their albums, the percentage he owned, he sold that. He sold the rights to that.
Mm-hmm. So I want to know what's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on that?
Man, I feel like you should always keep your masters. I think Nipsey was big into it. Like, you got to own ownership, owning your stuff. Like Wayne, one of the biggest, best rappers of all time, right? And like those records gonna be timeless. People gonna play them. People gonna have debates. Who to go to rap? Who to go to this? And they gonna go stream them, play it, play the music. Like it's always gonna be relevant. Maybe he really fell on hard times and he really needed it, or I don't know.
I'm thinking he needed that
situation.
shit, bro. Well, bro, I'm thinking he needed that shit, bro.
I know Michael Jackson bought like the Beatles masters, right? And those prices, it's one of the greatest bands of all time. Like, and they sold them for pennies. So I'm kind of into the stock market now. That's what I do. Buy low, sell high. So if you can get something on sale, why wouldn't you? So I feel like $100,000 for Wayne's masters is a sale, especially if you got the bread to buy them at the time.
I think it's a case by case basis. The artist Bruce Springsteen, he also sold his masters. He sold them for like $550 million, I want to say. And I feel like it all depends because he probably has lived a lot longer than he has left. So who knows if his family knows how to manage his assets. So he probably saw the opportunity, okay, push all my chips to the middle of the table. They could probably manage this $500 million plus million better than they can my music catalog. So I might as well put my music catalog in the hands of somebody who could do it justice, and my family could eat off this million if they do that correctly. So it's a case by case basis.
So I really wasn't even familiar about this case, but it's like a study that goes out. Like people that win in the lottery or the Mega Millions, and they take the lump sum, they actually end up going broke again. The best way to do it is to get paid out piece by piece, piece by piece. That way you always got money coming. Like if you was Iverson.
Man, I'm just gonna my fault. Go ahead.
My bad. Iverson, his father said that where like, he still, I think it was for Reebok. Yeah, he gonna get part of it when he at a certain age because he wasn't ready to handle that money. Yeah, so I feel like just knowing how money comes and goes, it's better to just always have something coming in. And then with streaming like YouTube, Spotify, all that stuff, it's only getting bigger and bigger. So why would you take it now instead of later? Like this is Wayne, you know what I mean? I can see if it was like.
It's not even with it just being artists. Wayne. You got Nicki Minaj and Drake. Yeah, like, debatably 3 of the top 4 people on Mount Rushmore for anybody's hip hop list. And he only settled for $100 million. You know what I'm saying? That's my only thing.
It's something way worse than that.
What?
Y'all heard the McDonald's story?
What? No, tell me.
The founders.
Yeah.
Their family doesn't have a penny. They don't get any right to the company. And they got bought out for like like a couple $1,000 or something like that. Like it's like 300,000, like nothing crazy. And now this company is literally
The biggest real
the
estate
biggest
company in the world.
company in the world. Like, and it's like they're not even off the foot; it's off the land. Their land is everywhere, and they don't get not one piece of that pot.
That shit is.
We're talking about McDonald's though. Like, imagine your last name, like your great granddaddy did that, and you don't get a penny. Like, you gotta go get a McDouble, and you don't get no money off that.
They gotta get it. You better think. No, I'm working at McDonald's and I'm working my way up the corporate ladder, nigga. I'm working my way up the corporate ladder.
You like,
My last name McDonald. Do you know who my great granddad?
nobody that matter.
Yeah.
Nope.
Get back
Hey,
to
just his name. Nobody.
You think cause you was related to him, you special? Bitch, I hate you. You're the reason why I'm here. Bitch, your family is the
Corporate ladder, they getting money. So they.
No.
Corporate ladder, they. He might get jumped.
The manager.
He might get jumped in that fish. Oh, you a McDonald.
Oh, you
Oh, you a McDonald.
You started the shit.
Y'all fix this ice cream machine, bitch.
Damn, nigga.
Man, what? You fix all of this, bro. Oh my god. But no, I just think it's straight out, bro. Just straight out bad deal, bro. Straight out bad deal.
Yeah, but that's just so crazy how like certain people can see a vision and just take over, you know what I'm saying, somebody's like idea though, you know what I'm saying? Cause the whole story, these dudes had the idea of McDonald's as far as running the store, the food, how fast the food come out, and you got somebody else who knows the business, how to think about expansions, because they wanted to stay in one location. They didn't want a franchise. This dude saw the expansion opportunity, you know what I'm saying, how quick it was and everything, and then he started focusing on the land aspect of it, and that just took over.
That's a fact, and that's a key point. But let me put this just off what you said, right? Some people got the mind for this, right? They see one thing and okay, I could do this, 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 I can do this. Some people simply just don't think that big, right?
True.
So let's say the original McDonald's owner was to keep McDonald's. McDonald's
go?
might be Kim's.
That's true.
No
That's a
disrespect to
fact.
Kim's. No disrespect to Kim's. We love Kim's. You know what I'm saying? If you're from the city, you know what Kim's is. But
Which one?
hey, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Wow. Ain't that mother.
Yeah, not just.
This nigga fucking know, yo. This nigga fucking
Tighten up, man. Yo, tighten up, man.
Shout out to Flame. Shout out to Flame because that's who playing right now.
Wow. But man, that's crazy. So like just kind of going back to you, Vic, and those type of scenarios and seeing that kind of major loss happen to people, like have you had any type of big upset to where you had to sit down and think about how am I gonna get out of this, or how am I gonna rebuild, or what can I do to make this better? Like, what, like, anything like that happened? How did you overcome it?
No, definitely. So, like, man, as you growing, you're going to just experience different things. And it's like, it's kind of like entrepreneurship or just life. Life's like a game, you know. The higher you get up, the harder the levels, the bigger the bosses, all type of stuff like that. So my former company was first starting, man. I remember this dude did like some terrible work. Oh, my bad. So this dude did some terrible work, and he just kind of, I had paid him early, and he just kind of like ghosted him. I paid him $700, and bro just bounced on me, didn't take my calls. He was talking about, yeah, my aunt died. Then next, his cousin died. He ain't never come back and
This
fix
the
the work.
installer, this the
Yeah, this an installer, so he did some work. I'm over. The homeowner keep calling me like, man, this ain't gonna fly, Vic. Bro, the work was trash, and I'm still learning, so I ain't even really know too much, and I'm trusting him to do a good job. And I'm trying to reach him. He ain't never come back and fix it, so I had to come out of my own pocket, find somebody else to fix it, go fix the little stuff I didn't know how to fix myself. That was my first loss. That was a lesson. I don't even look at them like losses, just lessons. Because now I know not to do that. You know, make sure everything's straight before I pay everybody. And then last year, I actually tried to start a new business, a trucking business. And it was this lady, or And she kind of told me she knew what she was doing. And I'm the kind of person, like, if you tell me you know what you're doing, I'm going to assume you know what you do. Because, like, I don't know everything, so I just try to listen. And so she helped me with some of my paperwork, and she made, like, a mistake, and she hit the wrong button. It ended up costing me a very large lump sum, actually. I lost,
Let's tell him.
and man, I lost like $30,000, bro, to start the year off.
Shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so so when you see people, I know everybody see the.
What do you mean? What button she pushed that cost 30?
So there's different types of when you trust us a little information about trucking. I ain't gonna go all into it. There's different types of authority. There's authority where you can deliver like food and stuff like that, like Amazon shipments and stuff like that. There's different type of authority like two bros in a truck where you can deliver like furniture and stuff like that. And and I had made a decent, like I think everybody made money during the pandemic because it was just so much. The government was just pushing money out. So if you was trying to make some money, you could make some money. So I was making money during the pandemic. I'm like, I'm trying to. So I started making it. And I'm like, oh man, I need to do something different. So I tried to open up a trucking business. And so she pressed the wrong button. I ain't even mad at her though. So that happened. And then
Man.
no, bro, cause
Man, hell.
So if you start her tomorrow, you gonna she go, hey, Vic. How the truck come?
I'm gonna get there, but no. So like, I'm pretty sure she know. There isn't one. But so the authority was wrong, and
So
I
you
tried.
ain't got no ill feelings towards that lady at all?
No, not really. Bro.
That's actually good. I'm saying it like, yeah, I'm saying it like how this is.
Like making money is a skill, bro. Like, and I'm telling this for everybody. Making money is a skill. It's just a transfer of energy. So as long as you like keep a good vibration, you build up skills. I done made that money back plenty of times. Like I told you, I own a multi six figure business.
Sometimes
So
you
I
gotta
got
lose
that
to,
back.
yeah, sometimes you gotta lose to win, you know what I'm saying?
And I learned a lesson from that. Like I was like, nah, I let her do the research, I let her do this and this and that, and I was doing my little part on the end, or my part on the end, not the little part, cut that out. But I was doing my part on the other end, and it didn't work out. And I was like, man, and I came down, and at first I was like, man, what you mean? This is the wrong authority, But I was trying to do it during the pandemic, and all the paperwork was behind. Everybody was sick, the government was running slow, so that dragged it out. And then just to let y'all know, trucking insurance, crazy expensive, bro. Like trucking insurance, it's like $3,000-$4,000 per truck. It's crazy expensive. And that's per month before you ever get a tire on the road. So just to let you know, if you ever think about owning a trucking or starting a trucking business, do your research. But afterwards,
He giving y'all a lot of game right now, so you must soak that up, man.
Yeah, and afterwards,
soak that up 100%.
I realized like it was a no go. They told me it wasn't gonna happen. I like sat around and moped for a little while. I'm like, man, I just lost all this money. And I sat around. And I thought about it because at that time I was 21. I'm like, I just had $30,000 to lose. Like, house still good, still food in the fridge, car still straight, still gas in it. I'm still healthy. I can make more money. Like, I got the skills to
That's
make more
good,
money.
man. That's good, bro. A lot of people, they can't overcome that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I know a lot of people, like if they lose 30, they like, you know what I'm saying? They feel helpless, like they don't know what to do or how to even come back from that. So like,
Man, a lot of people
take
don't
a
got
special-
30. Like that's funny. A lot of people don't got 30, but that's why that's the difference. So when you get to the point where it's like, oh, I got this. Like, how did I get there? Oh, I just kept doing this over and over again. I'm like, I can get there again. Like I'm young, and ain't like I'm like, oh man, I'm about to be done. But I can get there again. So I wasn't really. I took it like maybe a day, moped about it, took a little bit off. So, but I got real big into meditation because just the process going back and forth with the government was a headache in itself. So I had to get. I'm like, man, I was stressed out. This. I'm like, man, this ain't healthy. I need to figure out how to like get back to being happy. So I started meditating, reading a ton, self-help books, stuff like that. And just funny, quick story. One of my bros called me 2-3 days ago, and he was like, "Man, Vic, because he was trying to get some flooring done. He had like a construction business too, and he was trying to get his flooring from me. He was like, how your New Year going, man? How 2022 treating you so far, or whatever?" He's like, "I ain't gonna fake it."
Oh, so this shit is very, 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 very recent.
No, my stuff happened in the beginning of last year, 2020.
21.
2021. I was about to say, because you said 22. I was
No,
like,
yeah, so
oh,
this
shit.
is a
I was
different
like-
story. So
I was like, nigga, that was like a week ago.
No, so
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, goddamn, nigga, you making something like we're bigger right now. I was like, shit, I was like, hey, man, I ain't coming from the weeks. Some shit that happened last week, bro. Some shit that happened last week.
A year plus ago, I guess. But my bro called me 3-4 days ago, and he was like, how your year treating you, man? How everything going, you know, He like, man, I ain't gonna fake with you, bro. I'm on hard times, bro. I just lost 4. It was funny because I lost, not funny for him, but like I had just lost 30. He like, man, last year, he like, I just lost 40,000, bro. And I was like, damn. Like, I know that's a terrible way to start the year. He like, I'm like, I know what you're going through. He like, bro, you don't know. I'm like, I actually do know. It's a
I
little
don't
bit
know
more.
10,000 difference.
Yeah, man, it's the same thing, bro. I'm like, I know, like, but I'm like, man, I know what you're going through. Probably over there stressed out a little bit. Don't nobody really know what you're going through. You know, You wonder how you gonna get it back. The bills keep coming. This. I'm like, man, just keep your head up, stay prayed up, and you just keep putting in the work. You can get it back. Like money gonna come and go, bro. It's gonna touch your hand. It's gonna leave. It's gonna come back.
I got a question for you. So, like, for you to be 22 years old, like, just talking to you, hearing you speak, like, you got a lot of poise. A lot of poise. Like, I know, like, a lot of people who lost 100 and would have flipped their lid.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about 30 of them. 30 of them, you feel me? So, like, what gave you that calm, that reserve to be like, okay, I'm upset, but the fact that I had 32 lose is a blessing in itself. Because a lot of people, it's 50-year-olds that don't have that.
Yeah, then poise, bro. I think that's just something that a lot of people just got to be born to have poise, man, or that's something that just you eventually learn over time. But I mean, shit, the question wasn't for me. So.
No, I got you. Man, you can't even base your happiness off like how much money you got or how much success you got, because everybody gonna fail, bro. Like you might fail. Like you gonna have to start over at some point. You gonna have to go up and then come down. It's like ups and downs to it. So I wasn't like, I sat down. I was like, I sat in my room for a little while. I still hung out with my friends, went chilled at the pool, and they was like, man, somebody just lost so much, because I only got so many close friends, and I told them, they was like, man, somebody just lost the amount you lost. They seen the work I was putting into getting this business off the ground. Like, I was working hard for months, like no sleep, because at the time I was still in school too, so I was running my flooring business, going full-time student at Ohio State, and starting a new business. So I was super busy. That was another problem. I had too much on my plate. Mm-hmm. So I feel like that was another thing that went wrong. But I sat back, and I thought about it. And I'm like, man, the sun's still gonna come up tomorrow. Like, I can't sit in this room forever and just mope about this, because sitting in this room is not gonna give me my money back.
You got to figure out how to get back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
And then I
people
just
use
looked at it
determination.
like a lot of people would call it a loss. I just looked at it like it was a lesson, because I plan on making millions, bro. Like, so I'm happy I learned now. Like, being able to handle a $30,000 loss. Like, I trade stocks now, so it's days where you lose $500-$600 in a minute. Like, it's just like that. You're like, damn, you can do everything right, and it's just gone. It's traders that lose hundreds of thousands of dollars in minutes, and they go on with their life. They go eat dinner, hang out with their kids. They just lost $100,000 in 5 minutes. They gonna be there tomorrow doing the same thing with a smile on their face, and I'm like, bro, how do I get to that point? Because 30,000 is a lot for some people, but you just gotta raise your standard. Like, I want millions, billions. So like, I'm hope God prevent. Like, I'm probably gonna start some more business and learn some more lessons along the way.
That's a fact.
Like,
Hey, do you consider stocks gambling?
man, I hate this question. My mom always talks to me about this. My parents, it's like that. Yes and no. It's a skill to it, because there's super profitable traders. There's people that win 80% of the time. But the way I explain it to people, I'm like, everything a gamble, man. Getting in your car driving is a gamble. It's like, you know what I mean? Going down the stairs is a gamble. But like, the way I explained it to my mom, because she is really like weird about it, I was like, you know, when you first have like a newborn kid, you don't let them go up and down the stairs by themselves. They got the little gate and cage, right? Because it's risky for them to go up and down the stairs by themselves. But once they get the skills,
Get the skills, yeah, everything's skills, right?
You don't watch them no more.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Everything is a gamble. Literally, we take a risk of losing something every time that we go out, like going out the door. It's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? Because some shit could happen.
Almost tripped off the stage today. You know what I mean?
My kids out there like that though, man. When my people know
Quincy, you still keep it P. Quincy still keep it P.
I was almost at the yard, y'all.
Man, that boy fell off the stage.
Like,
and almost became a problem.
I guess the way you can look at it, like, it's kind of gambling, but it's all about risk management. Is it worth it? Like, for any trade I get in, if I'm willing to lose $100 on a trade, I got to be able to. My bad. If I'm willing to lose $100 on a trade, I need to be able to make $300 on a trade. It's called a 3-to-1 ratio. You need to be able to make 3 times whatever you're willing to lose. Because if I make 300 on Monday and then I lose 100 on Tuesday, 100 on Wednesday, 100 on Thursday, I just broke even. So now Friday is a new week, or however you want to look at it.
Are there any specific traders or investors or people that you look at to get your knowledge that in that room?
Yeah, there's a lot of people, man. I'm taught myself the stock market. I started off with a guy. He was like, yeah, man, I know what I'm doing. He didn't know what he was doing at all.
What's up?
And I'm like, no, I'm gonna go do my own thing, bro. We can still be cool though. So I follow Ross Cameron.
Okay.
It took him like 8 years to get successful, but then he averages what $20,000 a day.
Okay.
Trading. So it took him like 8 years to get successful. Umar Ashef,
Okay.
big time options trader. He just showed his P&L for the year. It's like profit to loss ratio or whatever. He just finished the year up $7.7 million, 2021.
Crazy.
Was it Stephen Ducks, Aristotle? I'm sure y'all probably hip to him.
Yes, yeah, I'm hip to him.
Well, there's a couple other ones, but like those are like the most popular ones I follow.
So, and this is a question for everybody. Like, you've broke down so much as far as like the mental well-being, you know what I'm saying, of how far you came today. So where do y'all rank every other aspect? So when I say every other aspect, like for example, a lot of people don't even think being social is a big thing when it comes to being a major business owner or just getting 6-7 figures throughout your life. A lot of people are like, oh man, I could be an introvert and I can do this all day, which is not saying that it's impossible, because it's very possible. But still, at the end of the day, like, where do you rank that as just on it having a scale to success?
I think it's very important. I think it goes hand in hand with knowing your business. Because if you know your business, you should be able to talk about your business and anything that comes up. Like the questions, like any doubt that the client might have, like you should be able to squash that on site.
Like if you're selling something, you should have product knowledge, of course, while also being a
So I think it goes hand in hand, and that's top of the mountain.
Bro, I'm even like outside of that though, bro. You still got things like, you know, just marketing, just talking to people. You know what I'm saying? Networking, like going to I don't know, a bonfire or something like that might be able, you know what I'm saying, to open up some business doors for you. So not even just having to communicate a crazy way.
It can go either way for real for me, because it's like, it's not hard. Like, you're talking to somebody who got a good personality, you know what I'm saying, with people and stuff like that. So it's like, but also though, the way our world is now, somebody could be at a computer all day and run a full 6-figure company and not have to speak to nobody. But I feel like, all right, you could do that, but let's just say you go ahead and turn the camera on and show people what you're doing and how you doing it and talking. That's gonna then take you to a whole nother ball game. All right, so you got this business with stock, or let's just say you make NFTs, right? That's the big thing now. So you know what I'm saying? Imagine streaming, you cooking up something. Now you're into the YouTube market. You know what I'm saying? Now you put yourself in it. I wouldn't say it's like 100% important, but I say that it can make your business go even further by just having that small skill. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's a lot. Like, a lot of people's success came off of some shit like that. Like, not to put your business out there, right? Go ahead. The girl. So you met somebody, just literally, just casually
Being myself,
being
right.
yourself, chilling. Like, don't nobody know nothing about nobody, right? That right there made you a business opportunity, which scales your business. So we ain't even gonna say what happens.
You can go ahead.
A business opportunity scales your business. Like, you met with she a designer?
Yeah.
Yeah, met a designer at the mall, and she got Emmanuel Quickly, a New York Knicks player, in his clothes. Shout out to Rare Image. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickly. Like, so it's just, bruh, if you walk around, you know what I'm saying, just be head down. I mean, of course, you know, in our city, you always want to have your head down. You know, you don't want to be too out there. But if you just got your head down, just doing this, you might miss on the business opportunity. You might miss on a relationship to create a business opportunity, is what I'm saying.
What you think, Nicky?
Oh, y'all done?
Man, yeah, because I forgot you was here.
I was letting y'all talk. Y'all saying some shit, bro. I ain't want to interrupt, but no, though, to kind of piggyback what Derek was saying, as far as like, you should have the utmost confidence in your product, being able to talk about the shit. And to also, like, you gotta, at the end of the day, you gotta put a face on a brand. So, like, just like what you said, Q, like, some people behind a computer making $100K, but at the end of the day, you want to still see that person. You gotta put a face to that. So, like, that's very important, that to develop that social aspect of, you know, getting your face out there, putting your face with your brand, and then, like, being on social media. Like, this kind of maybe, you know, getting it off a little bit off topic, but the social media presence is big too. So, like, them NFTs that people put, them NFTs people putting on Instagram, match your face, because you know most of the NFTs is inspired by whoever,
people, right.
by that person. So like, why not put a face on that NFT? Like, show the actual person who's behind it. So, yeah, I feel it's very 100% important to be. Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I mean, no, not even cut you off, bro. Because honestly, bro, and this is sound crazy, a lot of people don't even think about it like this. We live in a world, you know what I'm saying? I love people. Not really. I love people. But it's a lot of dumb people out here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of dumb people, period.
That's
so,
fine.
for example, right? You said put a face on an NFT, right? You could be making 100K. You could be making 100K behind because nobody know your face.
Yeah.
Let's say you put your face on an NFT, right? We live in the golden age of social media. You just think you cute. How many more followers could you get? How many more people could like just off of just simple, stupid shit like that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Just be able to put yourself out there or just communicate with
Bro,
people.
look at what's his name? Ninja.
Not a game.
How long you think he been playing the game?
His whole life.
So like a long time.
Just that one time when he was just like, all right, I'm kind of funny and I can play the game and I know how to talk. Let me go ahead and just put this webcam on.
Boom, money.
My nephew love that dude, bro.
I'm talking about, bro, what's his name? Mr. Beast. Funny. I got a bunch of crazy friends. I like to do crazy stuff. Let's get a YouTube channel.
Right, even when it comes to the just fact of you going from our podcast, bro. A lot of podcasts, not even just us, a lot of podcasts. When they went from audio to video is a big difference. You know what I'm saying? When it was just audio, of course you get a lot of viewers. That's the podcast game at the end of the day, to hear what you're talking about, listen to what we're saying. But a lot of people viewership go up even more when it's being able to be viewed.
People are visuals now, bro. They
Like,
don't-
who want to see my face?
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that kind of stuff, I mean, so it's like, all right, if you aren't, let's just say you aren't personable and you don't have the best personality, you aren't really outgoing, right? Do you change who you are as a person just for $1? Or are you gonna stay true to yourself because that's just how you are?
I'm not saying change who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you are just completely quiet, you an introvert, you shut off to the world, hey, that's something personal.
But it's important though, right?
I think it is important. I think it's very important. I think a lot of people don't give it the respect that it should have. You know what I'm saying? And your success. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you can't be successful while being an introvert. It is very possible. 100% possible. But like I said, bro, when you can do things such as we in the golden age of social media, like the example I just gave Lamar, bro, put your face on something, you're branding it. You're branding it, bro. Like, for example, if I have a business, right, and I'm the best at it, and let's say I can sell 100,000 of this product in one day, right? And nobody knows my face. They just in love with the product. If I promote myself and brand myself, you giving yourself the opportunity
Create
to
fan
gain.
base.
Exactly. And now you got more people tapping in just because who you are. It's not even a business. It's just who you are.
What you done?
What you've done. So basically what so being more social. I'm not saying being is just some type of social butterfly. Being more social, bro, it can just always present you with opportunity.
I feel like it
for more
hurt people
success.
sometimes too, though, because you got to think about it like this. How many times do we see people out here that maybe they might not be social or whatever, but they go ahead and do it and they put on like a fake front, you know what I'm saying? Or like you can tell they not being themselves, and then that turn around and like, you know, bite you in the ass. Like, what's that one little girl, bro? Y'all remember Lil Tay, the little girl, and she was going around talking about I got millions of dollars on you hoes. I drive a Lambo. I got a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? People fell in love with that. They was like, look at this little girl, you know what I'm saying, being herself, flexing. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, her mom and her brother was like abusing her, making her do those type of, you know what I'm saying,
Make her do
that
those
kind
type
of
of
stuff.
videos,
I mean, I'm just saying like that.
That was just a rarity situation.
That was like a bad scenario, but I was just saying though.
What the fuck?
But like you do get scenarios where like people they do stuff and it's not who they are and they end up biting them in the ass though.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like what you're saying is valid, but I feel like as people, we all know we're not perfect, and we all know that we different, and we all got something about ourselves that can be sold. You feel me? So, okay, if you're an introvert, you can sell that, and people will resonate with that and buy in even more. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Man, I just feel like you should try to like grow every day. You should try to add new skills to yourself. Like I used to be kind of introverted, and then I was going to people's houses trying to close deals. I'm walking in all shy and timid, like like I knew my stuff.
Right. I mean,
but I'm like,
I don't like using the word, but people might think you weird.
yeah, like I'm walking in timid, shy, little weak handshake. and
Really
all-
walk in like,
Yeah.
and then I'm
Fuck,
like,
I ain't about to do business with him. It's weird ass.
I can't even, can I look at my eye?
Yeah. Like, bro, look at me.
so I had to work on that. Like I had to work on being, more outgoing, more, more. But I knew my stuff, and I still was kind of timid. So once I figured that, I'm like, man, don't nobody want to do business with the dude that got his head down.
Exactly.
They say you kind of weird. They probably gonna crack jokes on you when you leave out.
Those type of principles, bro, are so they're so dead now. They so dead. Like everybody money hungry. They want to teach you what to do this, how to do this, how to start this business, how to do this business, how to do this, how to do that. They don't teach you about the basics, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You don't
communication's
gotta get it like walking in the room, having your head high, your chest out, giving a firm handshake. You know what I'm saying? Dad's not teaching that no more, or just people not teaching that no more, period. But that's a lot of things that I look at when I first meet a person. If I'm doing business with you and you late, you know what I'm saying? You're not prompting on time, I don't want to do business with you. If you can't look me in my eyes, I don't want to do business with you.
Hey, I personally believe that you can give out a blueprint, but it depends on who that person, how it's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say somebody give us a blueprint of a business, right? It got literally step by step how to do all this stuff. And this is to not talk about anybody that does kind of stuff like that. But it's like, all right, let's say give a blueprint, right? To all of us. That business is gonna come out what? Five different ways.
5 different ways. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it might not, you know what I'm saying, somebody might do something just because it's the same list. You as a person though, that's gonna determine, you know what I'm saying, how the end game for that's gonna be.
But once again, like, and I feel like Lamar can back me up on this just from a marketing standpoint, like, that's where personal brands come into it, because like you said, I can give you a blueprint, but you personally have to breathe life into that system.
Yeah.
You have to make it your own. You feel me? So, and I feel like that's important.
Like, for example, look at Antonio Brown right now. This nigga, he the hottest nigga out right now because what he did. And,
Probably made
against
money
the
off that
Jets.
shit.
He made money off the branding.
Exactly.
That's it. He literally did that shit, got an NFT, and that NFT is worth $1.75 million.
To the moon.
Boom.
Huh?
He has an NFT.
I know, I saw the NFC. It's worth what?
$1.75 million.
Damn.
Right?
Shirt off?
Yeah.
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 But
He in the studio. He got pictures of all these celebrities. This brand, he's building his brand. He got a partnership with Fashion Nova Men. Building on that, like that personal branding is so important because.
But is that personal? So, all right, it could be considered personal branding, but I would just say that was just him being himself. But
he made money.
Regardless, it's your brand after you do it. But like, okay, to get back to the whole gist of it, just kind of getting off topic, but what he did, was it right? Yes or no? I'm not saying it was right or wrong. Did he do? Was this right or was it wrong? We all know what happened.
wasn't
So
right.
give me your opinion.
It wasn't right, but I know I understand why he did it.
Respect.
It wasn't right, but it was him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, staying on topic and answering your question, no, it wasn't right. But we still talking about this stuff, like I said, affecting your success and stuff like that, right? 2022. Eazy-E said this shit back in the 80s or the 90s. Nigga, all publicity is good publicity. You know what I'm saying? So no matter if he do that or not, right? His followers went up, his NFT went up. You know what I'm saying? He probably getting a bigger bag off of some way, somehow. You know what I'm saying? Just because off of just showing your face, bro. We live in a generation right now where your face is literally begging to be seen. Think about it. Your face is begging to be seen. Snapchat, TikTok,
People looking for posts.
Bro, go on and on, bro.
But go ahead.
Would you rather be disliked or unknown?
I would prefer, to be honest with you, I'd rather be unknown. Because
Who's gonna talk about you though? How
I
you
mean-
press off that.
wait, hold on.
If we talking from I don't want to cut nobody off, but if we talking from a business standpoint, I would much rather be disliked.
Dislike.
Yeah, I'd much
that's
rather be disliked.
what I was about to ask you though.
we talking about
Is it like as a personal standpoint or a business standpoint?
From a business, this is business.
Business, strictly business, I'd rather be disliked because at the end of the day, I'm gonna put out what I want to put out. You know what I'm saying? But there's a but there. And it's kind of going into the AB situation. What he did was wrong, and I still do get what happened though. But at the end of the day though, it's a job, you know what I'm saying? It's technically not, it's a job. So my thing, how I think about it is, your kids though, bro. You know what I'm saying? When your kids get older, you know what I'm saying? And let's just say, I mean, he's probably gonna be blessed with another opportunity. But let's just say he wasn't though, right? That was his last time. I mean, I don't know if the Cowboys thing is official, but let's just say he never touches the field again. That's how you want to go out? Yes, you made money, but is that how you want to go out? Go ahead.
My bad, bro. Then one more thing, like us being black, you know, it's already a little bit harder for us. So he just made it a little bit harder for somebody else. You know, they in the NFL, they money not guaranteed. That's the like bad thing about it. Like, it's like they so unpredictable and they get hurt so they get hurt so easily. So now he just made it a little bit harder for the next dude to come.
I don't know,
and
bro.
They might be able to pay up because everybody don't got Antonio Brown talent. Like,
That's
bro,
a fact.
He did a whole bunch of nut shit. And
What
he
you-
get chance after chance, kind of like Josh Gordon.
What you just said was key. What you just said was key. If you got the talent, they don't care. They do not care if you got the talent. Dog. No, that's a
Look at Ocho.
Bro. Let me talk.
Look at Ocho.
Go ahead.
Man, that shit's so nasty as fucking bite.
Deshaun, I got two examples. Deshaun Watson is facing 22 counts right now.
Yep.
How often do we see his name in trade speculation? This team want him. This team want him. This team want him. This team want him.
Talent.
We just got R. Kelly out of here. We just got R. Kelly out of here.
After how many years?
That video came out when?
A minute ago, yeah, it's been a...
Talk to me. Let me talk
All
to
right,
me.
so here's what all right, what you saying is it's all good though. I believe everything you saying, but let me put it to you like this though. All right, so AB just made money off of that incident, right? Okay, but how much money do you think AB lost because of his actions and how he is in the locker room, how he is on? No. So like you got to think about it like this. If he was to just, at the end of the day, it's a business at the end of the day, and this is how I think about it. The NFL is a business. You sign a contract, you have certain things to follow. This man, like, bro, and I love him as a player, bro, but he was crying about not getting his helmet from the Steelers, and you're with Oakland.
So with AB, so first he was playing on an incentive-based contract, right? Now he could have made that money had he kept playing, but he didn't really lose too much money, honestly.
I'm talking about overall, all the years, though.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
like the incidents that he's
I'm
been
talking
through.
about that incident. I'm talking about if he was to just understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, be yourself at the end of the day. But what I'm saying is, after all the stuff he done did, all the cuts he done had, all this stuff that has happened, if you was to just play it, because, bro, I ain't gonna lie, he a little bit of a drama. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he a little bit of drama queen sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that's how he is as a person. So be yourself. But when you're in a certain business, though, how much further or how many type of other deals could he have got if he was, you know what I'm saying, to play his game?
It's like, and correct me if I'm wrong, Q, but it's like, it seemed like you're looking at it from the NFL perspective or the side of it, right? From the money side, right?
No.
What? Let me get my point.
Okay.
So, AB, Collins, what he says is, football is what I do, not who I am. And that goes for the money.
I saw that.
Like, that goes for the money too. Like, this NFL money does not define who I am. So he not worried about losing, however, like a couple game checks or whatever, if it's going to elevate him in the long run and set up his money outside of football. Because this is another thing. You got to think about money outside of football as well. Like
That's
that
true.
football money is temporary money. That's only for however long you're going to be in the league or whatever. But that money that you're going to make off the field or when it's done, it's going to last forever. So all this shit that nigga doing right now with the NFTs, the being in the studio, all just everybody want to be around AB. Like he's the hottest attraction. Like all these media outlets rushing to get an interview with him. Like that, he's setting up his money for the long run. So that when his personal branding, that's why he's doing such a good job now. Cause I say he gonna take that shit and that's gonna set him up 25 years from now or whatever. When anything he wanna do, rather that's still staying in the entertainment business, having something to do with football, music or whatever. He's setting himself up. He got unlimited opportunities at his disposal right now, bro. That's because what he's doing.
That's respect, and that's all true, and I understand all that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the media hitting them up, that they just wanna get information out of them. You know what I'm saying? Just and understand and everything like that. So I do get all of that. Because when you ask me, was it, you know what I'm saying, the football mindset, it's not about the NFL because the NFL, to be honest with you, you're a ticking time bomb. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has they shot and everybody got an expiration date. You know what I'm saying? Because once you leave, your name gonna come up here and there. But at the end of the day, they worry about who's the next version of you or are they better? You know what I'm saying? We see it all the time. How I think about it is my family. You know what I'm saying? My legacy. You know what I'm saying? How do you want your children's to see you go out? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, let's say he never touches the field again. Now his great-great-grandchildren are gonna know how Antonio Brown left the field that day. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but if not to cut you off, bro, but if you taking care of business as you should be at home, your kids ain't gonna look to what you doing on the TV screen as the how you.
That stuff
leaving
affects them though.
Huh?
That stuff affects them too though. At school,
Well,
you gotta
like,
think about it. If you live in Tampa, right? You know what I'm saying? And your kids gotta go to school. Now mind you, I don't know what could go on, but in a certain scenario, all right, you got kids going up to your kids at school. Your dad's stupid. Your dad did this. Your dad did that. So now it's like, all right, this also could affect my that's why I said family. You know what I'm saying? Because fans are crazy. Do y'all not know that?
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
When you think of T.O., right? What do you think of? What comes to mind? Diva.
Yeah.
He that. Do you think about him doing a workout during the press release? Do you think about him running to the Dallas Star 3 times after he scored the touchdowns? Do you think about him putting the popcorn in his helmet? You just think about the Hall of Fame, and you just think about he cooking everybody when he step on the field.
Yeah.
But
Same thing with AB.
that's different though.
What
You're
you
talking about stuff that's not bad necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
During that time,
He's still talking about the whole family thing.
I'm still talking about a negative effect. You know what I'm saying? Those are just certain things that you just are as a person.
What
But
I'm talking about.
was it
what I'm
not negative?
What I'm talking about, but this one I'm talking about. What I'm saying correlates to what you're saying is because you said, you're talking about legacy, correct?
Right.
You're talking about how his kids, how people are going to talk to his kids about him, right? This is a blink in the speck of time, dog. This is just a moment in time. You know how many people have done stupid stuff that we don't even remember?
Bro, something else is gonna happen next week.
Literally,
But let me
we'll
say this,
forget
though.
all about
But
this, bro.
also-
All you gonna remember about AB is that he was a hell of a football player, bro. That's all you gonna remember.
At
about
what time?
I'm
At what time?
telling you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Yeah.
Bro, also, bro, this is another thing. When you talk about legacy, all right, and you want to talk about, you know what I'm saying, how the kids gonna be, don't touch the mic, touch the boom arm. But as far when you talk about like legacy and stuff like that, bro, will you be remembered more for what you didn't do, or will you be more remembered for what you did?
What you did?
Exactly, right? No matter, but you did something, whether it's negative or positive, right?
With elaborate.
Let's say,
you
let's
elaborate
say,
on that? 'Cause, yeah.
let's say AB is not the football player he is. Okay, let's say he doesn't have that same talent level,
Okay.
right?
With a lot of stuff being.
But still,
He would have been under here.
huh?
He'd have been down.
Right, he wouldn't be.
But I'm saying though, even
honest.
yeah, I know, we know that. But still, let's say if I'm bringing him up in some type of sports debate for some reason, right? If I'm describing him to you, I'm gonna say AB, the one that ran off the field. Remember the one that ran off the field? You like, oh, okay, yeah, that AB. But the shit, if he ain't ever did shit, he played for them. Okay, a lot of people play for them.
She like, I know y'all. You ever like play sports and coach like, man, don't celebrate when you score. You know, act like you've been there before. Act like you didn't done it. That was just like everybody said it was wrong. It was just a bad look because like yeah, AB got crazy talent, so he can get away with stuff. You say you don't gotta be that close, right? He can get away with stuff other people can't get away with. So imagine the college dude that ain't getting his catches, he ain't getting his looks. He don't think he gonna go to the league or he ain't gonna go whatever pick he want. What if he did that? He done. And then it's like, when you get a stage like that, the NFL, you become a role model. Well, it's millions of people that look up to want to be like AB, that want to catch 1,000 balls, break records, get Nike commercials and stuff like that. And that was just like he just had a temper tantrum on TV.
Yeah, temper tantrum.
Like, he just had like a breakdown. AB really going through some stuff. Like,
I
some
think so
mental
too.
stuff.
I think so too. But even like to get back, like to even go back to that, go back at that, and what you said, because you looked at me crazy, like you still don't know what I was saying.
No. Because
So-
it was just how you ended it. It was how you ended it because it's like, all right, because you said technically, all right, you was like, AB, the one that threw the temper tantrum on the field, or AB, the one who played for such and such. All right, that was a good point.
Right, because
But-
you're gonna be remembered regardless of what you
Gonna be
do.
remembered
basically,
regardless,
is what
but
I'm
it's
saying.
like, all right, Tom Brady, right?
Uh-huh.
We got somebody that got
But Tom Brady was great.
Yeah, let him laugh. Let him laugh.
If Tom Brady did an action, right, 8 years ago, still has some rings, right? Still had a great career. Now, let's just say Tom Brady did an act that could possibly never get him to touch the field again versus, and then Tom Brady now. You see what I'm saying? So, a one action could stop that transformation of getting you to how you are to how you about to retire. Tom Brady's gonna retire soon, right? So imagine one action that he made could stop how that story is gonna go.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Remember the Flagate?
Yeah.
Spygate.
I'm a Brady dog. Everybody knows it was the Browns and the Patriots for me. I'm like one of the biggest Brady fans like of all time. That's a fact, right? Do we even talk about the Flakegate? We talk about TP?
No. Talked about.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Oh, so we don't, but it still get talked about.
No, I don't.
It still get.
It don't
I haven't heard nobody talk about that in years.
Okay. That's all cool though. But how much you think that was on him though?
Let me finish. Bro, he broke his phone. He looked guilty. He smashed his phone. All that shit. Like, bro, he looked bad.
In that scenario, though, you got so many people to blame in that too, as well, though.
Still
Like, all right. So let's just say Tom Brady. One game, it's a championship game, right? And he finessed out his money. If he, you know what I'm saying, they're not trying to get him, they're gonna have somebody else come in and throw this touchdown pass or whatever. And Tom Brady stripped and he run off the field, right? All right, now let's just say we're gonna do the same scenario. Let's just say that Tom Brady walk out that field and he don't get picked up by nobody else. That's what I'm getting at. That story, that area, I feel like everybody got a story.
Right.
But that type of scenario, you got so many people in factor in that whole, there's a whole case behind
I
it.
got another scenario for you. That's actually like valid.
Who, Big
All
Ben?
No. How many times have we seen Tom Brady yell at the coach, slam his helmet down, break a tablet, do some temper tantrums, some
hasn't?
diva shit? Just answer my question.
He just did it.
But who has
How-
all right, go ahead.
Hey, look at
How-
the man, though.
How do we view Brady? GOAT, right? Not AB. OBJ. How's OBJ viewed?
How long has Odell Beckham been in the league?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, he does this
Doesn't
shit too.
matter.
All right, go ahead.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
you
matter.
getting at here?
How is he viewed?
I mean, like a little bit like a drama queen, but also a good football player though.
Drama queen. You hear that a lot.
But also
Yeah,
though,
that
that comes from the love of football though. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I did the same thing myself. I throw my helmet.
understand,
I
bro.
didn't yell at coaches, bro. So
I
like,
get what you're saying, but perspective is everything. Perspective is some people. Perception is some people's reality. Correct? Brady is seen as a competitor. He's seen as the GOAT. He's seen as a winner, right? Other person does the same exact thing. Seen as a diva. He's seen as a crybaby. He's seen as a complainer, a cancer to the locker room.
But he ain't more than nothing. That's like the difference. It go back to the talent. Like when you got talent, you can get away with stuff like that. Like Tom Brady got what 6, 7 championships. Odell Beckham got 1 catch.
I guarantee you, if
That's
Odell Beckham had a ring or multiple rings, that he would not be y'all would not be talking about him as a drama queen.
Let me say this though. Let me say this as well, bro. At the end of the day, and this is regardless when it comes to this is sports. This is anything. This is any profession. People gonna feel about you no matter what you do. They gonna feel about you whatever, if you positive or negative, bro. And I even go back to what you were saying about the whole, I forgot what you said, acting some way and that affecting your kids, right? I counted for that. All LeBron did was move to a city. Trading, he said, I'm going to Miami. And then I'm pretty sure his kids got fucked with when they went to school. It's burning this nigga jersey. They gonna hate you for anything that you do, bro. They hate you for anything that you do. So when it comes to, being a diva or a championship level player, bro, people are going to feel how they feel. So even going back to our earlier argument, bro, all publicity is good publicity.
But you talking about something that,
Especially when you
trade.
but especially not to cut you up, especially when you on that type of scale.
for sure. When you talking about something like a trade, you're not talking about an incident where LeBron can't possibly step on the court again, though, bro.
Huh?
You talking about an incident that
But
caused the
your
trade,
whole argument, though, your whole argument is how you're viewed.
Yeah,
Your whole-
how
it's
you viewed, though, but like,
you wasn't talking about actually being able to do what we was talking about being viewed.
that's true though. But in those type of scenarios, it's like, all right, you also about to your kids aren't even about to litter. Like you gonna get the whole because you think about it for the longest. His kids didn't have social media. They weren't allowed to be on social media until they got
Okay, but
of a
that's
certain
not
age.
affecting real life,
But I'm
though.
talking about, all right, so look, they're moving. So it's like you about to go to a place where they're about to praise you. Not hate you, they're gonna praise you. You're gonna be in Miami. So wherever school you going to Miami, those kids are gonna praise you like, yo, your dad's here. You know what I'm saying? Versus you're not going to Cleveland no more. So it's just like, yeah, you're gonna hear about it, but it's like that's a
Okay, maybe
scenario.
not his kids. Let's say his mom. Okay, anybody, his mom. You know what I'm saying? She in the acting or whatever. Yeah, we fucking hate you, bitch. We fucking hate you. I'm pretty sure they probably gave her death threats, all types of shit.
Cleveland still love LeBron afterwards anyway, but still.
I mean,
but,
yeah. I'm saying,
But
that's the
man,
situation though, bro. At the end of the day, man, you are not going to be liked by whoever for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's
no matter if
facts.
it's positive or it's negative. Like, I know you've heard somebody say this shit. We probably all heard somebody say this shit. It's some hating shit. But at the end of the day, you like, man, I just don't like that nigga. I don't know why. Or a female say, I just don't like that bitch. I don't know why. Like, people literally like you for no reason. So when they got a reason, whether it's positive or negative, who give a fuck? They not gonna like you or they gonna like you.
All I'm saying is that, like, I feel like you talking about the right now, bruh. 20 years down the line, bruh,
It's not gonna be talked about.
bruh, you just gonna remember AB was great. You just gonna remember AB was
So if AB, how many rings AB got right now? 1?
Yeah.
Okay. What if AB had 8?
That's not even build my case anymore.
No, right. It's
gonna label him for the
Huh?
rings.
Say that again.
For the rings.
So, all right, you say he gonna be labeled as what? The
kinda
great
shoot
regardless? No, I'm not. Listen. So imagine him having 1 ring. That story legacy of being a GOAT or being the greatest. Because Tom Brady at one point was a great football player. What is Patrick Mahomes right now? A great football player. What is AB right now? Is AB a GOAT?
Go.
Okay, so you're gonna go from great to a GOAT status based off of how you left it out on the field from when you actually retire. So now, if AB get a certain amount of rings, is he considered a GOAT? Yes or no? No. So like, why?
Because
all the shit he just did, like, you know what I'm saying, as far as how many rings he get, how long he get rings for a certain team.
Bro, let's say AB get 8 rings. Is he better than Randy Moss?
No.
Is he better than CL?
No.
So how can he?
That's all cool though, but how do you?
So how can he be?
How do those people get that status?
By putting up fucking numbers.
Okay, so if you're not playing, what numbers are you putting up, Derek?
Dog.
What numbers are you putting up if you're not on the field?
Look, listen to me.
So he could possibly be a Randy Moss. Go ahead.
I can respond if you let me.
Go ahead,
You
man.
feel me? Everybody career ends at some point, correct?
Right?
Do everybody career end like Peyton Manning at the Super Bowl? No.
But who's to say that won't happen?
Do you remember Brett Favre last year?
Yeah.
How did his last year look? He looked like shit.
Picking a championship.
He looked like shit, okay? How do you remember Brett Favre? For what he did. Fucking great.
Okay.
You gonna remember, like he said, you gonna remember people for what they did, what they didn't do, bro.
But you
He
are
was
gonna
fucking great.
You're arguing about is he gonna be better than these players? All right, that's just like the
You brought up GOAT status.
Okay, but I'm saying, all right, so who's to say the stuff that he does, the route he ran, the catch he did, the touchdown he did, is to not make him better than those players? Is it possible that AB could be better than those players? No. Is it possible?
Tom.
Tom what? How old is AB?
Already 30 something.
Okay.
No, Tom's behind.
He still got time, bro. You know what I'm saying? He still got time to make himself a great, overly great football player.
And who's to say he don't get another opportunity? Like once all the truth comes out, who's to say he don't get another opportunity? Like we just speaking on pure speculation. But like I said, like just the point that you made about legacy, bro, like legacy isn't 5 days from now or a week later or a month later. Legacy is generations down the line, bro. Like what he did is in the history books. And that's all you're gonna remember. That's all I'm saying. But to segue, because we spent a lot of time on that topic, right? We was talking about branding and personal brands and stuff like that. So I had a question for Vic. Do you ever see yourself in the future like doing coachings or doing like courses and stuff like that to build your personal brand?
So I actually do have a course. It's a B.O.B. trading course.
Okay.
It's on Sellify. So you can go and we teach people. It's like a 3 to 5 hour course depending on how long it takes you to get the information. But you can go and we walk you through step by step how to create a trading account, how to find a broker, how to trade, how the strategies we use, what we do, how to get in and out. I could keep send y'all the link. But yeah,
please do that, and we gonna put it in the bio too.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and throw a sale out there too, so people can actually afford it. But no, everybody needs some type of coach, bro. Like you can't become the great. Like look at Tom Brady, who was Bill Belichick, right?
That's a fact.
Look at Kobe and Jordan, with Phil Jackson. Everybody got a coach, and everybody needs somebody to help you get there. Because you can't teach yourself everything.
That's a fact.
Hey, we posting that clip.
Definitely. So like a lot of people think you got to go. If you can find people that can get you the information you need. Like I told you, when I was trying to learn flooring, I would have sat with the dude at the warehouse every day and with a notebook and asked him questions every day, all day. His name was Jason. But like you can go to YouTube and get a whole bunch of information. And YouTube is free. It's a video on damn near everything. Like a lot of people think you got to go to these big universities to get the education, but if you can't, it's right there. If you got a phone, you can pull up some YouTube instead of watching like dumb videos or cats and whatever niggas watch on YouTube and Instagram. Like you can go, man, type and pick up a book or it's so much information out here that's free. That's my thing. So I will probably get into mentoring and mentorship. I didn't learn a lot from a lot of people, and
You want to give that game back?
yeah, definitely. And I got cause the dude that owned the warehouse, he like a millionaire. I got to hang out around him, and I'm like, yeah. So like to get to the different levels, you got to surround yourself with people that's at that level. Like you only hang out with people that's not to say below you, but like they ain't the same. They don't want the same thing as you want, or they don't know how to get there, or they ain't never been there. They can't really help you get there. So dude, he owned $1 million flooring business. So you know what I did? I went and surrounded myself with him, and I started dressing how he dressed. I started talking how he talked. And I ain't throw away my identity completely, but I started adapting. I added some of his traits into mine. So I stole some of his skills, and now it helped me out a lot.
I got another question for you because you made a great point. You know, you said you want to get into mentorship because they gave you game when you passed that game down, right? So do you think
because I kind of think this, in the black community, not even the black community, the male community, men period, we don't ever want to accept any type of outside of sports. It's like we don't want to accept coaching. We don't want to expect we don't accept mentorship. We don't want to buy courses. You know what I'm saying? It's always like I figure out how to do it. I can do it this way. Do you feel like the process could be more so sped up if we could just accept that lend in hand?
So man, it depends on how you learn things. The coach can't hurt. Like if you got a good coach can't hurt. Like there's no way somebody that's been there, somebody that knows what they talking about can hurt you. They can only help you. So if you one of them people that's hard headed and you gotta burn yourself or you gotta get hit in the head a couple times, learn the stove hot, go ahead and do what you want to do. But if you want to speed up the process, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Like you don't gotta go through the same mistakes I made. You don't gotta that's what I'm talking about. Like people see the big I post some of my checks online just so people can see and it's doable. Like I'm a young dude making a decent amount. It's doable. Like one girl was like, yeah, why you don't gotta post and rub it? I'm like, I ain't posting it to rub it in anybody's face. Like
You do it,
yeah.
you know, FMOP. No, shit. FMPO.
You said it so quick too.
I did. I thought I had it. I thought for motivational purposes only.
Yeah, like
You
it
know
ain't
what
to
I'm
gloat or nothing like that.
Exactly.
Like,
No,
I know what
I
I
mess
make.
with it. I know what you
yeah,
mean.
you know what I mean? Like, I know what I make, you know what I mean? So it goes to my account. Like I'm cool. It's to show other people that's 22, other people that's not. Like I said, I went months without making no money, like for the first time in my life. Like that was a struggle. Like I was like, man, I ain't got it. But what you talking about, not like with the courses and people not wanting to buy information, that's your ego, bro. And your ego is like it's a book. It's called Ego is the Enemy. Everybody should check it out. Your ego get in your way. Like, ego is based off like it's a difference between having confidence and having an ego. Your ego is made up. It's like you haven't done anything before. You just validating yourself. Confidence comes from doing stuff over and over again. Like when I said I lost that money, the reason I wasn't sitting around depressed about it or nothing like that was because I had the confidence because I didn't made it before. I know I can do it again. I got the same skills to get back there.
That remind me of a post that I seen too. So that got to be you. They said a true boss, literally, you know you a true boss when you get knocked down and you can get it back.
Yeah.
Because anybody can just ride the wave. You know what I'm saying? When some shit is popping, you know how to do that because it's popping.
Yeah,
you know you a boss when you knocked down.
You gonna stumble. That's part of it. Like once you learn, like it's been said too many times now. Like you gotta love the process, and it probably sound corny now, but like, bro, you gotta love the process. Like it's days where cause I just started trading and I'm pretty good at it now. It's days where I lose and I go on losing streaks, and I'm like, man, you want to punch a hole in the wall? But man, it's like I'm gonna get hot again, and I'm like every time I lose, I go and I study it. I spend hours in front of the screen looking at what did I do wrong, what was I thinking when I got in here, why did I get in here, why didn't I get out when I was supposed to? Like once you learn, like you gotta like the losses as much as you like the wins because it's just a game, and then once you learn from your mistakes, you just elevate and you get to a whole different level where it's like people want to get to where you at, and then you got to pull them up and bring them up there. That way y'all can just keep pushing each other to get higher and higher.
Damn, the clip's gonna be crazy because he dropping some shit. And bro, what's the we need you got to come back because we gonna have that button for you for sure.
Oh, definitely, bro.
We gonna have to bag it.
Question for y'all there, because after what you were just talking about, what about the people that personally just like to be self-taught? You know what I'm saying? Like they personally feel like in their method or how they have to do certain things.
How do you know your method gonna be better? You trying to teach yourself?
That's what I'm saying. Some people just prefer as far as just learning that way. Like me, personally, everybody got their own way of learning. Me, I like to physically see what I'm learning. You see what I'm saying? So like,
but you're learning.
yeah, I'm learning regardless.
Right.
But it's like, all right, so you got things like where, all right, I could buy a course, right? And it can have all the tools and steps, you know what I'm saying? Like, that might be good. Like for real estate, for instance, right? I could have, because like, I actually saw a course, and then after I've learned a lot of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Everything in the course, I learned myself off of like YouTube and just looking stuff up in like books and certain stuff like that. So it's like, I knew all that already. You know what I'm saying? Versus, of course, nothing wrong with it, but I was just asking y'all, how do y'all feel about that?
So think of it like this. This kind of like.
You was good.
Good. My fault. But this kind of like piggyback off what Russell just said. Like, how do you know if your way of doing it is the right way to do it? Like, think about it. some of the most successful things or the best ideas have been stolen by somebody, right? So Apple took an idea from, I can't remember the company, but yeah. So you gotta think of it like that. Like, in order to be truly successful, you gotta be able to learn. You gotta be able to take bits and pieces from each and every.
Well, I would just say that like as if like you did something, you're self-taught and it works. You know what I'm saying?
And to speak on that, you brought up YouTube and stuff like that. You be
It's still learning. You still
yeah,
being
you
taught.
being taught by somebody else.
Still being taught.
I feel
It's just
like,
free.
Whoever wrote that book,
That's just freaking.
yeah, whoever wrote that book for you, you learning it from that person. Like, you still learning, regardless if you doing it by yourself or you doing it with a mentor.
But you're technically doing more work versus like just buying, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have technically just bought that course, just had everything like that. But I don't know why. I just feel like the way I learned it too mattered. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. But it's like, I feel like.
No, it doesn't.
I feel like, all right, yeah, I learned it by just buying this course and just remembering it. But also, I feel like I worked harder. I put myself out there, like just off of like my basic skills as far as like just picking up knowledge and learning. I feel like I worked harder and figured that kind of stuff out. I put more hours in. I don't know. To me, it seemed like it's a different feeling.
But like, I got you. So remember, like because Q actually did some work with me in my flooring company. So remember the first job you closed? It was a pretty big one. It was like what, $5,000-$6,000, right? The way when I started off, I told you my jobs was 3, 2, maybe 1,000. But you was with somebody that's already closed $15,000-$20,000 deal. So when you came in, you didn't have to start where I started. I brought you up, like not I brought you up, but you was with me already. So you know what I mean. The first deal you ever closed was like $5,000-$6,000 job instead of 300, 200.
You didn't have to go through that.
Like,
you feel?
and we walked in.
He did it for me.
Yeah, you walked in. It was
Work
like,
smarter,
hey, I
not
don't know if he's gonna close it or not. But I'm like, we about to get this one, bro. This ain't nothing.
Not saying that y'all won't be successful being self-taught. That's not what we're trying to say. It's very possible. A lot of people are self-taught artists, self-taught rappers, self-taught hoopers, self-taught this, self-taught that. It's just, man, you speed up that process, man. When you got somebody that's able to take your hand and say, yo, man, let me guide you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have fathers. That's why we have mothers. Like, literally,
And ain't no weakness in that,
everybody is a coach to you some way, somehow.
I personally will. I'm gonna give out game eventually about clothing line. Like I feel like because we did self-taught, but it's like I don't know. I personally like that I was self-taught. I don't know. It's just weird. I like the mistakes I made. I like the ones I learned from. I like it all because it's raw and natural.
everything was necessary that you went through. I feel like that's what you're saying. But let me ask you this: is that your ego talking?
No, I wouldn't say that's my ego talking, but it sound like it is though. I say that, but also though, certain things I do is for a reason. So like, all right, let's just say, all right, I could have paid a lot of money for a clothing line, marketing, business, right? And they are pretty much set up the same way. But in my scenario, I'm a different type of clothing lines, right? So let's say I bought a course that focuses all on marketing and different things like that, right? Or just like certain vendors or how to do certain stuff. Like I personally I'm in that exclusive type of clothing line type of style. So it's like, all right, I don't want to drop certain stuff at a time. I don't want to drop so much stuff at a time. I don't want to put this out somewhere. It's the exclusiveness feel to it. So I have to take a backseat of certain stuff on my whole end game though, because I'm not gonna just put something on something and just make it into like a bunch of different type of, you know what I'm saying? I personally like, you know what I'm saying? I might make something that's 15.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? 1 of 15 that's never gonna come out again. So it's just certain stuff. Like I can't. I'm not buying a course off that.
Remember earlier in the episode, you brought up the point when you said you can give each of us a blueprint, and the business will turn out
Come out
5 different ways. Once again, like somebody give you that blueprint, it's up to you what you do with it. How you breathe life into your business is how you breathe life into your business. You feel me? But just having the knowledge is priceless. You know what I'm saying? So, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Vic, man, We appreciate you coming through here, man.
Thanks for having me.
This
I
is
appreciate
great.
you.
Y'all give it a clap. Yeah, man.
You definitely got to come back, man. A lot of game was spit, man, for sure.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
He
You got at
said
least
this
about
a
6
lot.
clips.
He said it's a lot, and I'm gonna say it this time. Like, what's next for you?
What's next? So my flooring company's doing pretty good. It's multi-six-figure business. I'm about to grow my trading business to a multi-six-figure business, and flooring company might turn to a 7-figure business. And I'm looking to start probably.
Pause. You got to cut that out.
We want to sell more courses, BOB trading. We want to sell more courses, get more members in our Discord, educate more people on the market, because your money got to make you money. Like, it should be making you money. That's a video for a whole different. But so we're gonna do that, and then I want to probably start one more business by the end of this year. Probably get that one rolling. I like creating new projects, man. Like,
I got one question for you.
Go ahead, bro.
You just made me think of something, all right? So like you said, the flooring business is about to go to 7. Trading business about to go to 6. You about to start something else, right? How important is it for you to take a step back from the day-to-day operations of running your business? Because I know that can get tiresome, like you being the engine that keeps your business running. Like, is it important for you to eventually take a step back and let somebody else run it and just collect?
No, I definitely. So I always want to be somewhat hands-on, because that's why I start these businesses. I like entrepreneur is a cool label. I like the label creator. I create things and I go and I like seeing from start to finish. Like, I started a business, it was nothing. It was bringing in no revenue. Now it's bringing in 6 figures. So that's what I like to do. So with my flooring company, we grew last year. So this year, before I start my new business, I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna find somebody to try. They can't be me, but I'm gonna try to teach them some of the skills I got and try to like groom them up where they can handle and take off some of the responsibilities. And I'm gonna be there to like guide, help them, and mentor them. But I can't be everywhere at once. I can't do everything. I got to delegate some things. That is a big thing, and that's what I'm learning how to do, because like I like putting in the work. I like working hard. So it's hard to like, if you don't, like, somebody don't want to show up on time. Like I was here 20 minutes early, 30 minutes early. It doesn't matter. So if somebody,
speaks volumes to who you are.
somebody don't want to put in that work, like, I don't really want to deal with them. So I want to find people that want to work as hard as I want to work. And when it's your business, no one's gonna work as hard as something. Like, it's my business. Victor's Carpet Influence. So ain't nobody gonna work as hard as me. It's my name on the business.
I learned that from
I
experience.
want to find somebody that want to work somewhat as hard as me to get some of these skills, and maybe they might go off and do their own thing. But you know what I mean?
I only said that because, like Steve Jobs had Tim Cook. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want businesses, even after you long and gone, like, you want your whatever you built to like still be a staple. You know what I'm saying? Apple ain't going nowhere.
Oh, they just hit with $3 trillion.
Nowhere. You feel me? And Steve Jobs been dead since when? When he died? When Steve Jobs?
2012, I think.
Something like that. Like, Apple is here to stay. So like, I feel like it's always important to, at some point, like Rich is no longer an age. He the CEO.
CEO.
Like, I don't even think he personally represents.
You just take pictures with people.
Like, you eventually want to phase yourself out. You know what I'm saying? And reap the benefits off what you built.
Some people can't get that though. Like, some people feel like they gotta be there to the end.
Well, once again, man, we appreciate you stopping by, my dog.
Oh, bet, man.
sure,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Big love, man. Big love, man.
Where can they find you at? Where can they find you?
You can follow our YouTube page, BOB Trading. We drop stocks every day. We do stock reviews Monday through Friday. Sometimes on Saturdays we talk about things we did wrong, things we did right in the week. So that's BOB Trading on YouTube. And you can find me on Instagram at mccordvictor. It's my last name, my first name. So mccordvictor on Instagram. Those are my only 2 platforms right now.
All right, and if y'all actually need any type of installations, carpet, flooring, he do free quotes. So yeah, definitely shoot y'all.
All right, man. We're going to leave y'all like this, man, because Quincy wanted to jump right on in on this one, man. We're going to leave y'all like this. Shout out to Kane, don't want to beat, man. Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, let me dap y'all up too, man.